Hey YouTube, this is TCA Gaming, bringing to you the final video of the for sale collection by TCA Gaming. Here we go. We're going to show you all of the uncut sheets, at least one of every sheet that's going to be included in the sale, and then if there's multiple, I'll let you know about them. These are as is condition. A lot of them are in really good shape for uncut sheets, but some of them just aren't, and it's going to be hard to show all of that in the video, especially when I can't show you the multiples of everything. So sheet number one, we've got us here the largest uncut sheet that I know of ever being printed by Pokemon. It's the BK Pokemon sheet. It actually has all 151 Pokemon on it. If you're familiar with the sheets, they were printed in 3x3s, and there was 20 of those. That gives you 180 cards, and then there are a few duplicates. Can't unroll this one because I have no way of storing it, so it stays rolled. Next up, we have these movie lenticular sheets. They actually still have the I know it looks like crap, but it's still got the original plastic on it to keep it from getting scratched up on the surface. There were 5 of these. This is 5 of 5. It shows Ash and Scyther and a few different other Pokemon, I think, in the movie Pokemon Strikes Back. Next up, we have the Pikachu Ash one. This is number 4 of 5. It's the last one I have of that series. Next up, we have the regular lenticular. This has 80 different lenticular cards on it, but they show the evolutions, so I believe it actually has all 151 Pokemon in it. And then, of course, the one blank spot. Next up, we have the only magic uncut sheet I have left is a Russian box proof for Guild Pack. It had some kind of code error on it, which it has all the sign-offs and paperwork with it right there. Next up, we have some sort of Topps related Neo sheet. This has a cool kind of special foil sparkle to it. And then we also have a non-hollow sheet, which this one is different. As you can tell, it doesn't have the squirt or the... Actually, I think it is the exact same one. I thought it was different. It looks to be the same one as the other one, just non-holographic. This is one of the Topps movie for Mewtwo Strikes Back uncut sheets. I think there are 2 of these. Next up, if any of you remember Duel Masters, these are some foil printing proofs. This is going to be the exact same sheet printed 6 times. But each one has a different foil pattern to it. I'll try to get it flashed in there so you can see. But they're in Japanese and they're Duel Masters. If it was Pokemon or anything else, I would say that it'd be the most coolest thing you can get for that set in general. But since it's not, it's Duel Masters and hardly anybody knows what that is, they're not worth too much. Here we have a Neo Genesis common uncut sheet. I believe there are... I think I marked it down for 20 of these, but there's way more than 20 of them. Next up, we have some proofs for the Ancient Mew playmat that was put out. This one right here doesn't have the top, and it has a large Ancient Mew. This is a playmat that was never approved. It was for Gym Heroes. Thought this one was really cool. Here we have some of the original artworks for the first Pokemon that come out. Some of the original colors. I'm not sure the difference there on the Charmeleon. I guess they just went with that one. That one may have been the Dark Charmeleon or similar to that. That's like the Arcanine that was put on the number 6 promo, but not for base set. Here we have some more variations of the Ancient Mew playmat. I think this one has the Mewtwo, but doesn't have the Clefable, and it has the large Ancient Mew. And then this one does have the Machop and Clefable, but it has the smaller Ancient Mew. This one's probably my favorite one. It has 2 of the Ancient Mews and 6 cards there, but it has like if you look at it carefully, you see a Mew in the background. Right there in the cloud. Next up we have some kind of sticker sheet. Don't think too much of this one. It's kind of got wrinkles from, I don't think those are creases, it's just from where the back comes off of it, and there's 3 of these in the collection. This is a pre-constructed theme deck sheet for Fossil. There are 1 or 2 of these, I believe. The other one's not in good shape. This is the original art box for the gold. Not even sure what the name of the series was, TV Animation Edition, but they're holographic, and I think there's still 64 of these. Most of them are on the original skid. Here we have a Topps Holo. It's either Series 1 or 2. The reason I say I don't know is because this one right here is the other one, which This series right here, I think there are six of this one, in which all these seem to have a similar problem at the bottom. Just a little bit of water got on them and they stuck together, and that's why you want to keep these things dry. Next up we have the jumbo tops, kind of chromium cards. Can't remember the exact name of them. I had 2 of these, sold one. This is a POG sheet. This one was like, I think it was double printed, but it ended up making it blurry. I also believe it's in Italian, and it has a couple places where there's duct tape on it, like right there and right there. Still a cool piece to have because I've never seen any other POG sheet like that. Now we're getting into some of the more rare sheets. Like this one is an uncut base set Japanese holographic set, or sheet. You've got 4 sections of the complete 16 hollows. The only other ones I've seen like this are the Japanese, Team Rocket, and then other people who just have a section of 4x4 but not the actual full sheet. This one is base Machamp. If you're not familiar with the Machamp, it's the only first edition card printed for the Shadowed set, at least that was released. Next up we have the base PCD Hollow. This is the one with the Clefable and Raichu at the top. Many believe this is the one that had pre-release Raichu printed on it, but it was not. That sheet was actually printed all on its own. Here we have the only known unlimited shadowless sheet out there. I mean, the Machamps, they are first edition, but all of the regular holographics are unlimited, and this sheet is in really good shape. This is a base set common, just a regular common uncut sheet. Don't know of too many of these out there. This is a base set unlimited hollow sheet. It has all 15 hollows that come in the pack. Of course, the Machamp was not on it. It had its own sheet. I've only seen 2 of these before as well. This is a jungle holographic uncut sheet, and they are first edition. This is one of my more recent purchases, and probably one of my more favorites. Maybe just because of that reason. But all right, so right here we have Fossil Rare Unlimited. This one does not have anything special with it. It's just an unlimited run of the Fossil Rares, which that one is harder to find than the actual KB Toys one. Now this one is base common as well, but the special thing about this one is, if you look at the dates along the bottom, I'm going to let it zoom in. It's 1999-2000, so this is the UK 4th print run. It's in a bit of rough shape. This one is the same thing. It's base 1999-2000, and this is the rare set for base. And then to complete out what we have here is the uncommon 1999-2000 base run. It's got some creases on it, so those aren't in the best of shape, but when I acquired these from Gary, they were the only ones I'd seen. This right here is base set Italian holographic. I have 7 of these plus another 3 that are damaged or so. When I priced it out, I priced it based on maybe 5 of them, mainly because there's damage on most of them, like that, and all of them there's some kind of writing down here in the corner, but either way they're still great pieces to have and to display. Next up we have the Jungle PCD Hollow uncut sheet. There are 2 of these, and it just has Kangaskhan and Vaporeon. Still looks really cool because it's original Pokemon and it's holographic. I only have 1 of these, and this is just a full sheet of base set 2 uncut energies. This is probably the most common sheet that you can find out there, but many people still like it because it brings back the nostalgia, and it has cards like the legendary birds on it, and the Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos. It still has big name cards like Dragonite and Raichu and Gengar. But these, I believe there's 4 of these in this one particular case, and all of them are in decent condition. This may be one of the rarest sheets that I have. It is a uncut Yu-Gi-Oh sheet, but it is the ultra rares, and it's first edition LOB English edition, and it includes all 10 of the holographics 3 times. Now it's pretty significant because these cards alone are probably the most collectible, and some of them are worth more than $100 just in their mint condition. And this is an uncut sheet of them. I believe Gary also has a few of these himself. Next up we have another Fossil Rare uncut sheet. Could you unscrew some of the bulbs on the left side? No, on the other side. Yeah, one more.
Good.
One more. That one. Well, that helps out a little bit. It's going to be a little darker in here, but we won't have the shine as much. But this one is a test sheet. If you look on the back side, it has the borders missing, this white border. So that's one of the test sheets that is included in this purchase. This one right here is a base set 2 uncommon sheet, and as you can see on the front side, it's just nothing but the blue hue. It doesn't have the other 3 colors, and if you look along the color bars, you'll see that the cyan, magenta, and I can't remember the other one. On the back side, it's full colors there. Next up, this is the Jungle PCD uncut sheet, and this is also a test. As you can see, there are no borders, so those are just completely absent from these cards. Most of the time, borders are printed twice, and then on the back side, you can see that the borders are there. Here we have another Jungle or a Fossil Rare uncut sheet, and on the back side, you can see that it has just the pink. So this is also another test sheet that we have up for sale. And then this is one of my favorites. It's in pretty rough condition, but it is one of the test base set sheets. For the longest time, I thought this thing was fake, and the print production manager said that she didn't think it was real. But from seeing the signature of D.D. Davis on this sheet, along with regular shadowless and first edition shadowless, and along with a few other sheets, all having the same signature, I'm convinced that this is now a real sheet that had the test foils printing for the base set. If you can see, it has a different type of foil on it, and these are also missing several things, like this one's missing the length and the weight, and then there's other items that are just absent, like the energy costs. But then the last sheet, this is one of the first sheets I ever acquired. This is an Ancient Mew uncut sheet. I acquired this from that same print production manager who had said the other one was fake. And on the back side, it's actually completely white, so it's a full just front test print. Ironically enough, I don't see any noticeable differences between this and an Ancient Mew, but I've never got down and looked at each particular area on a card just to see if these are different on the front, see if it may have been a non-approved artwork. But that's it. That's the last sheet, and that's the last bit of the collection that is up for sale in my collection, in this sale, whatever you want to call it. If anyone's interested, just let me know, and if not, I mean, it's okay. It'll just sit in my collection for another 10 years and hopefully accrue in value. Thanks.